Have you ever found yourself walking across the room and thinking, why does this feel harder than it used to? Maybe you used to get up from your chair without a second thought, move through your day with ease, and never had to think twice about how your body responded. But lately, something feels different. Your steps are a little slower. Your balance feels a little less steady. You stop more often. Not because you're tired, but because your body feels like it's asking you to. That change doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're too old. What it does mean is that your body is trying to tell you something. And if you listen closely and take small, consistent action, you can begin to reverse more of those feelings than you might believe possible. Because here's the truth most people don't hear often enough. You're not too old to move like you used to. You may not sprint upstairs or dance all night like you did at 25, but you can absolutely walk with confidence, strength, and a lightness in your step that makes you feel decades younger. This isn't wishful thinking. It's what happens when you reconnect with your body, one habit at a time. Let's talk about what really happens to your legs, hips, and feet as you get older. It's not just aging, it's often underuse. The muscles you don't stretch begin to tighten. The joints you don't move begin to stiffen. And the balance you don't challenge? It slowly fades. That doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It just means no one ever taught you how to move with age instead of against it. So what can you do today, starting now, that sets your body back in motion? The first thing that changes everything is awareness. Start noticing how you walk. Are you leaning forward without realizing it? Are your shoulders tight? Is your gaze pointed down at the floor instead of forward at the horizon? These little details tell you everything about your posture, and posture is one of the biggest keys to feeling strong on your feet. Try this right now. Sit up a little taller. Let your shoulders drop back and down, and imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head toward the sky. Feel how your chest opens up. Feel how your breath deepens. That's your body remembering its alignment. When you walk with proper posture, your entire frame supports you better. Your spine, hips, knees, and even your ankles move more naturally. And when your posture improves, you instantly feel lighter, younger, and more stable. But posture alone isn't enough. The next habit is movement. Intentional, gentle, daily movement. I'm not talking about fast walking or exercise routines with timers. I'm talking about mindful walking, where you pay attention to each step, each shift of your weight, each roll of the foot from heel to toe. When was the last time you noticed your gait? For many of us, it's become a shuffle, a hesitant step. But when you walk intentionally, just 10 minutes a day, it's like hitting the reset button on your body's rhythm. If you can, find a safe, quiet space, maybe your garden, maybe your hallway. Stand tall, lift your chin, and take a slow, deliberate step. Feel your heel strike the ground. Let the weight roll through your arch and finish through your toes. Then do it again and again. This isn't just physical, it's mental, it's emotional. It's a way of saying, I still own this body. I still command these steps. This type of walking helps reawaken the muscles in your legs, especially those around the hips and glutes, muscles that tend to weaken when we sit too much. And when those muscles reactivate, your walking becomes more stable. Your stride lengthens. Your knees stop aching as much. You start to feel not just mobile, but free. And freedom in this stage of life is everything. It's being able to say yes to the walk around the park, to the trip with your grandchildren, to the everyday joy of going where you want, when you want, without needing someone to hold your arm or slow down for you. That's not just a physical gift, it's an emotional one. It gives you independence, it gives you confidence, it reminds you that age may shape your body, but it doesn't have to limit your life. The third shift to walk like you're 20 years younger is reconnecting with your feet. Yes, your feet. Those tired souls that have carried you through thousands of miles deserve your attention now more than ever. And when your feet are strong, aligned, and supported, the rest of your body responds. Many seniors unknowingly walk on imbalanced feet, collapsed arches, tight ankles, or limited toe mobility. But a few minutes a day of simple foot stretches or rolling the bottom of your foot on a tennis ball can wake those nerves and muscles back up. Stronger, more flexible feet lead to better balance, reduced risk of falls, and a smoother stride overall. And don't overlook your shoes. Many people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond are still wearing shoes that don't support their current needs, either too tight, too loose, or lacking the right sole. A good pair of shoes can quite literally take 10 years off how your body feels when you walk. You deserve to walk with strength. You deserve to feel steady and safe. You deserve to move through your day with your head high, not watching your feet out of fear, but walking forward with confidence. And that starts right here, with awareness, with posture, with gentle, purposeful steps that you choose, not because you're rushing, but because you're reclaiming movement as your own. Let your body know you're ready to work with it again. Let it feel your intention. Let it remember what it means to walk like you're 20 years younger. Now that you've taken those first intentional steps, where your body begins to remember its rhythm and your posture gently returns, it's time to unlock the deeper layers of walking with youthful ease. Because walking younger isn't about speed. It's not about distance. It's about the feeling of effortlessness, of being in tune with your body instead of struggling against it. One of the most powerful tools you have is something we often forget about: your hips. Your hips are the unsung heroes of movement. When they're mobile and activated, your entire walk changes. Your steps become smoother. Your legs feel lighter. You gain balance, coordination, and even a sense of grace that's hard to describe, but you'll feel it. Now think about this. When was the last time you paid attention to your hips during a walk? If you're like most people over 60, your hips have become tighter over time, either from sitting too much, from pain, or simply from not stretching them regularly. Tight hips shorten your stride, throw off your balance, and can cause discomfort all the way down to your knees and ankles. But when you start gently opening them up, through small movements, stretches, or even a few minutes of slow sidestepping, you begin to give your body the fluidity it once had. Try this. Stand near a wall or chair for support. Gently shift your weight side to side, then slowly raise one knee as if you're marching in place. No rush, no pressure, just feeling the motion return. These small exercises, when practiced daily, strengthen your core and lower back and reawaken muscle groups that quietly went dormant over the years. What happens next is magical. Your body starts to move as one unit again, instead of separate parts struggling to keep up with each other. As you walk, you may notice a swing returning to your arms, a rhythm in your steps that feels familiar but long forgotten. That's not just muscle memory, it's confidence. And confidence in how you move changes how you feel. You walk taller, you breathe deeper, you smile more. But we can't forget one of the most underestimated aspects of walking younger: balance. As we age, our sense of balance tends to decline, not because something's wrong, but because we stop challenging it. Balance is like a muscle. When ignored, it weakens. But when activated, even gently, it strengthens and stabilizes your every move. Balance doesn't require fancy tools or big routines. It can start with something as simple as standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, or slowly rising onto your toes and back down while waiting for the kettle to boil. These micro-movements sharpen your proprioception. That's your body's internal awareness of where you are in space. And when that improves, you feel more secure with every step. Confidence comes from consistency. And the more your body practices these little adjustments, tiny corrections as you shift your weight, the more natural it becomes to walk on uneven ground, climb stairs, or move without hesitation. Suddenly, a walk around the block doesn't feel daunting. It feels doable. You start saying yes to activities you once avoided because you trust your body again. There's also something else that can't be left out: your core. And no, I don't mean doing crunches or lying on the floor doing sit-ups. Your core is everything between your shoulders and your hips, your abdominal muscles, your back, your sides. It's what keeps you upright. It's what helps you lift your legs and hold your balance. And the stronger your core is, the easier every movement becomes, from walking to getting up from a chair, even to catching yourself if you stumble. You don't need to go to a gym to work your core. You just need awareness, sitting up straight while you eat, tightening your belly gently as you walk, pausing to take deep breaths that expand and contract your diaphragm. These small efforts, repeated throughout the day, begin to build a foundation of strength that supports every step you take. And with that strength comes resilience, not just physical, but emotional. You begin to realize that aging doesn't mean retreating from life. It means learning how to live in your body again, with care, with wisdom, and with pride. And there's something else walking does, something beyond muscles and joints and posture. It gives you back your rhythm, your natural pace, your momentum. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's expression. It's the way we move through the world. And when we walk with grace, with intention, with awareness, we start to feel whole again. Some days your steps will feel light and free. Other days they may feel slower. But don't let that discourage you. Progress isn't measured by distance. It's measured by presence. The fact that you showed up for your walk, that you chose to move instead of sitting still, that's what matters. And the beautiful part? Every single step you take now is an act of strength, a declaration. I am not done growing. I am not done moving forward. I am still very much alive in this body. So keep going, keep walking, keep learning what your body needs and how it responds. Don't rush the process. Celebrate every improvement. Feel your muscles return. Feel your confidence grow. Let each step remind you, this is what it feels like to move with freedom again. Let's continue this journey. Your best stride may be just ahead. By now, you've felt it. That small but undeniable shift inside. Maybe it happened as you stood a little taller. Maybe during a quiet walk around your home when you noticed your feet moving with more ease, your breath deeper, your body less hesitant. That shift, that's not just progress, that's renewal. Because walking younger isn't a miracle, it's a mindset. It's about showing up for your body with respect instead of frustration, with curiosity instead of fear. You're not trying to be 20 again. You're reconnecting with the strength and rhythm that still lives in you, even if it's been quiet for a while. Let's talk about how to keep that rhythm alive, because momentum is built on consistency. A short daily walk can do more for your mind and body than hours of complicated routines. Movement doesn't have to be intense to be powerful. What matters is that you do it every day, with intention. Start your morning by gently stretching your legs before getting out of bed. Point your toes, roll your ankles, wake your joints. Let your body know it's safe to move. These few minutes set the tone for the rest of your day. When you begin your day with care, you carry that care into every step that follows. Then, choose your walk, not as a chore, but as a ritual. Whether it's 5 minutes to the corner and back, a stroll through the park, or laps around your living room, treat it like an appointment with yourself. This is your time to move, to breathe, to be present. And if you can pair it with music you love or the sounds of nature outside your window, even better. The goal isn't to finish. It's to enjoy the act of being in motion. You'll notice something beautiful over time. Not only will your legs grow stronger, but your mind will feel clearer. Your mood will lift. Your sleep may improve. Movement doesn't just serve your body, it nourishes your soul. You begin to trust your legs again, not fear them. You'll feel the difference when you walk into a room without second-guessing your balance or dreading uneven ground. And along the way, don't forget the small habits that support this journey. Hydration keeps your joints lubricated. Good sleep gives your muscles a chance to recover. Supportive shoes protect every step. These aren't extras. They're essential parts of walking like someone who still chooses life over limitation. There will be days when it feels harder. Maybe your knees ache. Maybe the weather keeps you indoors. That's okay. On those days, just do what you can. A few standing leg lifts, marching in place during TV commercials, gentle circles with your feet while you sit. Every small movement is a seed, and over time it grows into something stronger. What matters most is this: you don't give up. You don't tell yourself, this is just how it is now. Because the moment you choose to keep moving, even when it's hard, you're already winning. You're walking not just for strength, but for freedom. And that's what this entire journey is about.